Well, you know what? There's going to be plenty of socializing and celebrating this week as America turns 250 years old. Lilly Watson, a.k.a. Betsy Ross of Camp Crafty, is here with easy craft ideas for all ages to celebrate and commemorate the once-in-a-lifetime American summer. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
Look at you.
I love a birthday. I love this country and I love a birthday.
Well, let's talk a little bit about Betsy Ross.
Thanks.
Because there is a reason why, of course, and one thing that I think is special about this particular 4th of July is that it really speaks to the history. 250 years. Betsy Ross was part of the fabric, no pun intended,
yes,
of America.
Yes.
Tell me about who the woman was.
You can fact check me on this. I did have this in my closet. I wanted to wear this today just in respect of the fact, you know, I think a lot of times when we talk about female-owned businesses, we talk about it being some new or novel thing.
Right.
And Betsy Ross, technically one of the founding fathers of our country when it came to the design of our flag and our history, was a woman-owned, you know, business. She had her own upholstery shop, and she did that on her own as a businesswoman. And so the history of women-owned businesses and women's sovereignty in our country is as old as our country. And I always think that's something that we don't talk about enough. You know, we act like this is new, but it's really a part of our tradition.
All right. Well, also something that was part of the original, the tradition back in the day were something called rag bags. And that's what we're going to be making. So tell me, what is a rag bag?
You know
Let's
what?
start there.
Save your money for the fun. I wanted to talk about the history of our rag bags. So the rag bags was a tradition, you know, we didn't have the landfill in 1776. Everything was, we really wanted to conserve our resources. There was even a rag man who would come collect your rags that you didn't use for patching or crafts, and they would turn that fiber into paper. Today, we're going to make a lot with our rags, starting with these really cute flag canvases.
I love that. What a cute, this would be make for a great centerpiece. And also, the feel of that does have like a historical feel. It really does speak once again to 250 years.
It's really cute for all ages. I found, you know, when we think about kids' crafts that we want to keep forever, I know I love to reiterate on the show, like it's all about what you put out. If you want it to look a certain way.
Well, let's start.
Yes.
I want to make sure we've got time to do
I
all
like
of this.
this canvas board.
Okay.
It just kind of keeps things sturdy.
All right.
So I brought you some glue, some Mod Podge. I'm going to put that in there for you.
Alrighty.
And your job is to start shopping with our rags. So you want your red background.
Okay.
I have this polka dot here.
Oh,
I have bandana.
I'm gonna do the
that's
bandana.
So
I love the bandana.
Cute.
That's kind of my thing. I'm
yes,
a Fort Worth
here's
gal.
Your
You know how I
That's
roll.
exactly, you know,
Right.
I've always been a big fan of polka dots.
So you do this on the canvas,
yes,
not on the board itself,
I
not
like to
on
wash the board with glue.
Okay.
And then it's super easy to lay your fabric on top, and it loves the porousness of the fabric. So layer 1 is already done.
Okay.
And then what we can start looking at
and this is something, I'm using the bandana fabric, but you can actually use, I have tons of these bandanas at home.
Yes, I really would love everyone to try to look around, you know. My dog Almond is watching at home. I have to tell her good morning.
Almond.
Hi, Almond.
How are
we
you?
love you. And she did.
Having a rough morning?
Well, she did a couple weeks ago make a small hole in my blue jeans. So we're
You were having a rough morning.
Look at how great, though, it looks on our flag.
I love it.
The fabric has a second life. And so thank you, Almond. I didn't know I needed a hole in my jeans like that.
No, you just didn't know, so now you were able to repurpose.
So it's just more layers of glue. Layer
and then
place.
I also love the fact that you did these little buttons.
Yes. So
how
then,
cute is that?
You know, that's really where we get to talk to the kids about the history of the flag.
Okay.
Do you want to put a few buttons for that circle? Do you want to go fuller? So here we have some.
And while we're wrapping this up, because sadly we are out of time, but the thing is that what you're able to do here is not only give the kids something fun to do, especially during these hot summer days, but you're learning some history, which is so important.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Where can people find you?
CampCraftyParties.com and camp.crafty on Instagram. Have fun with your rags. We want to see what you make.